we're gonna get right into it. What's going on, y'all? Hope y'all having an amazing night. Bro, some crazy shit has happened today. Obviously, if y'all don't know, the former president of the United States, well, they're about to be the president, but the former president of the United States did a rally today in, I believe it was Pennsylvania, and he was basically blicked at. Folks got blicked at. Yeah, he got blicked at, chat. He is okay. We are thankful that he is okay. Condolences to all the families that lost, because I think like 2 people died or 1 person died or something like that. But condolences to the families, of course. This is not a good, not only look for the country, but also just in general, bro. Like, we understand the things that we need to do for gun control, and they're not being done, bro. And especially by the right. And I hope that after a situation like this has happened, we start to really take into account, because unfortunately, chat, the way humans are built sometimes, are wired sometimes, is that shit don't really matter until it happens to people you know and love and care for, etc. Okay, chat. So let's really break it down and get into it. So, like I was saying, the former president of the United States, W Media Training. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. The former president of the United States, he was blicked at today at a rally in, I believe it was Pennsylvania, right, JJ?
Yeah, it was Pennsylvania.
What's your Matt giving the filler influencer speech currently? Come on, bro. Listen.
You gotta protect.
You gotta protect,
here, man. People are spinning the words and shit.
Chat. Also, what do y'all think, bro? Are y'all some of the people saying staged, or are y'all some of the people that's believing it? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking, man? Trump winning by a landslide either way. So let's speak on this, right? If you guys don't understand, so obviously JJ posted on his story, we are cooked, and you saw his video. If you didn't see his video, we're gonna watch it here in a second. Just giving you a brief rundown of why we're cooked, right? If you don't believe we're cooked, you're absolutely an egg. We're cooked, chat. And the reason why we're cooked is because we have to understand the cause and effect of something like this happening, right? This is not a regular situation. This is something that does not happen. And this is why I'm going to say that, right? Everything has fallen. Everything that has been built by Dems, everything that has been solidified and started by Joe even after the debate, all of that has fallen, because we have to understand that the shooter in this case, shot at this man with a cult, like this is a cult following we're talking about. So let's say this, for instance, chat, right? We're watching someone like LeBron or something like that, right? If we're watching LeBron play a game of basketball and he goes up against Dylan Brooks, and Dylan Brooks intentionally fouls LeBron, ends up injuring him, but LeBron goes back to the back of the tunnel and comes out. What's going to happen to Dylan Brooks, chat? What has already happened to Dylan Brooks in the time that him and Dylan Brooks have been beefing, so to speak, right? What's going to happen is you're going to have a bunch of people, Dylan Brooks' entire image in the NBA has changed off of one interaction he had with LeBron. Now, obviously, that one interaction turned into many, but it started with one interaction. It changed his entire image as a player in the National Basketball Association. Period. Forever. Dylan Brooks will always be known as this bum who swears he's amazing. I don't care if Dylan Brooks comes out next season hitting 50 bombs. He's still going to be a bum who every time he played LeBron was getting dogged on, but was talking shit, right? Cool. Now let's take this into terms of this. Chat, we don't understand that the right in general have always lied, have always utilized the media and mental gymnastics. They've always, finally, in terms I can understand. That's hilarious. The right has always used mental gymnastics, all of these things to not only excuse the things he's done and said, but damn near congratulate him for the shit he's done and said, right? Even though if any of the things that flew out of Donald Trump's mouth came out of any other president, probably former, they'd either not be, they probably would have never been president, or they would have already been shot at before then, right?
Yeah.
We have to understand that they are going to utilize this to the end of time, chat. And not just, and JJ spoke about this in his video. Like I said, we're going to watch it in a second. But not just in terms of they're going to say, oh, well, he made it and he's almost like a god. No, bro. They're going to put it on everything. They're going to put the pictures everywhere. They're going to put the merch everywhere. They're going to blame the left, even though we don't even have significant evidence at this point of what the name of the shooter is. They're going to blame the left for it, and it doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, because they've already built a substantial platform off lies. It does not matter if God himself came down here and said this person was a white supremacist, nationalist, whatever, right? It does not matter. It would not change their mind as to who the shooter is and what this means for the left in general. Bro, it's done. The election is over. Trump has won the election. Now we have to figure out how in the hell we're going to stop this man from ruining this country. Genuinely. There is no who's going to win, no. He's going to win because they will utilize this to even, bro, when more campaigning starts coming out and the commercials start coming out, they are going to make commercials about how this man got shot at by someone Joe is associated with. Will that be the truth? Hell no! No!
Which is kind of funny because in a roundabout way, while a bunch of people get condemned online for doing anything or saying anything that could be interpreted as endorsing political violence or whatever, and we need to handle this with the reverence and the gravity of the situation. Funny in a roundabout way how no one on the right's about to do that, or at least they're going to do that in their own way, where they're about to tell everyone else that they have to handle this with reverence and have some civility, and even like Joe Biden and Obama were like, we have to have civility in our politics. Meanwhile, these niggas are going to be running ads and making t-shirts and mugs and posters and memes off the fact that someone almost died.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't say that, like, wow, like, or say whatever you feel about the situation, or be like, oh, maybe we have to do X, Y, Z, or even I talked about the implications of the situation. People were like, oh, someone just almost died, you're talking about optics. Meanwhile, they're about to put him on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Because they don't care about it. They can use it as political points, which is the whole, thing. So it's fucking crazy, and we don't even realize that, like, the election for all intents and purposes is going to be, because we're already in a position where right now we don't know whether or not Joe Biden's even going to be the nominee, because there's pressure from very wealthy people and donors and everything all on the Democratic side to get him to step down and probably have like Kamala or something. So we don't even know if that's going to be the case. And then you couple that with the fact that Trump just got like shot at, and now it's going to be, oh, he's fighting against the deep state and they don't want him in, and that's why we need to vote for him because they don't want him in there. They tried to kill him already. On some stupid ass conspiracy shit. Oh, and I hope everyone knows that the people saying it's staged are contributing to this.
Yeah.
Because Fox News is going to pull all these comments. Your whole digital footprint is going to be on a fucking Fox News segment where they're talking about, look, the left is losing their minds. They're engaging in conspiracy. They're saying that
they're saying that it's staged, even though people died. And they're gonna, bro, and they're going to. Oh my God, they're gonna.
Mind you, these are the main people who engage in conspiracy about everything. These are the same people that said the election was stolen. And
they're going to fucking weaponize the shit out of the fact that people are saying it's staged, and weaponize the fact that people died. While simultaneously they've been doing that for years, bro. Years.
What's his name?
Oh, George Floyd was
Alex Jones just got that lawsuit for when he said that the Sandy Hook shit wasn't real and it was crisis actors, and they're about to compare all the people on Instagram right now saying it was crisis actors to like, why are you guys against Alex Jones? He said it was crisis actors and that was a problem. But you say it's crisis actors. Mind you, we're talking about somebody who's talking about the death of a school shooting.
Of a school shooting.
Of the death of children.
Of children.
And and who's a conspiracy theorist who spread hate
And
and
a Nazi
misinformation about real life people, and and a Nazi. Mind you, that's who we're talking about. But they're gonna compare it to the completely analogous situation of Trump's ear getting grazed by some fucking glass.
Oh yeah, we'll speak about that in a moment as well. So chat, let's real quickly, mind you, right, when JJ made this video, it was literally like minutes after the shit happened. So some of the information might not be completely up to date and accurate, but here's the video. Alright? Look at this goddamn video. Alright.
As of like an hour ago, what appeared to be gunshots rang out at a Trump rally. He went down, he got back up, his ear and his face appeared to be bloody, and he's doing a fist pump in the air. It looks like somebody missed their shot and maybe grazed him, and...
Bro, you can see the pain in this nigga's face. like me and JJ, I'm not gonna lie, chat, me and this nigga JJ were in pain, bro. Like, physical pain when this happened, bro.
Let me tell you what's going to happen over the next couple days. The reason why I say it's cooked is because the sycophantic fan base that is known for playing the victim when it comes to everything just watched their guy almost get kablooed and then come back up with a black power fist, which is now going to further feed their victim complex. Mind you, when it comes to policy, socioeconomic status, his race, wealth, every fucking thing about him, he is not a victim, and nor is the majority of his fans. But shit, now they are. I guess, because you know the right-wing spin factory is a fucking machine. Trump is going to mention this event in every single fucking appearance moving forward. The right is going to make t-shirts and mugs and merchandise out of it. He apparently mouthed the word fight, so expect to see that picture with some filters on it with the fight thing or some TikTok edits. Expect for the right to get even more radical because of this event. And as more information comes out about whatever happened, if this was a shooting and that shooter has any left-wing beliefs at any point, I'm talking if they liked AOC's tweet at one point in their life, it's fucked, because anything that you say against Trump will now be painted as, oh, they're too radical, and look, this rhetoric caused, yeah. This despite the fact that shootings for literally every reason over the past however many years have been by right-wing people who follow all these right-wing demagogues that are about to be like the left is what caused this and everything and use this as their opportunity. Expect to see people pulling comments online of people previously talking about how Trump should get, you know. We're going to have to sit back and watch how everyone responds to this and see if everything I just said plays out, which I know it fucking will. But until then, something in my stomach is telling me we're cooked. We're so fucking cooked. Okay, it's cooked.
That nigga broke character. Like, the nigga said, we're cooked. We're so fucking cooked. Like, yeah, so,
you understand, bro. It's cooked.
It's cooked, bro. It's cooked, chat. It really comes to a point. Biden's in danger too. Like, yeah, like, it's just nothing you can do at this point to stop that. And that's why I'm trying to get the message out, chat, that genuinely we need to, anybody who can do something, right? Well, we can all do something, right? We can all pitch in and, you know, throw in our 2 cents, but also, like, make sure it's educate people that are saying stupid things, because there's already a lot of people saying a lot of stupid things, right? But in terms of what we can do as a community, right? As a community, right? Honestly,
Still gotta vote.
You still gotta vote. Like, let's be honest, you still gotta vote. And honestly, that is one of the only things we can do, because, hey, at the end of the day, if he wins the vote, or if we win the vote, then we win the vote, right? It's just going to be abundantly harder at this point, because now you're going to have people who already weren't trying to vote seeing shit like this, and you're going to have your idiots who say, damn, they really trying to silence Trump, and oh God, and da-da-da-da-da. You're going to have those idiots who are going to then vote for Trump because he got shot at, right? Then you're going to have the idiots who say, well, I don't care anyways, all of this is going to shit anyway, and then they're not going to vote. And then you're going to have
this is why I hate people. I hate anybody who makes a platform. That's why I have so much. It's not that I hate them as people, but this is why I have so much, like, contempt and disdain for motherfuckers like Kanye, because I feel like we've lived in an era where so many people have become popular by just having the opposite opinion of what's popular. So it doesn't really matter what it is, and just as long as you can paint the image that a lot of people disagree with you for believing that, then people consider it as valid as the fucking truth. So it doesn't matter what Trump has done or said. Just because people disagree with him and people think it's taboo to agree with him, that means that he must be right about the thing. So whenever he gets shot at or whatever, it's, oh, well, they trying to silence him. They don't want him to do what? Lie again? He has not offered any ounce of truth to anything. But because it is popular to not like him, people decide that their whole identity is going to be, actually, I'm going to like him because people say I shouldn't.
Exactly. And it's
evaluating who he is, what he stands for, and being like, I don't like that. You shape your entire identity off of people say I shouldn't, so I should. Despite the fact that people could be right at times, you fucking idiot. Like, oh my god.
It just sucks, bro. It genuinely sucks because it's like, over the coming days, chat, we'll all understand how incredibly in the shits we are.
Yeah,
and
I've already been seeing
the entire time over those days, though, you're gonna have your right doing this, ramping up the chaos, and then you're gonna have your idiots ramping up the ignorance, right? And they're gonna have people like us in the middle trying to say, wait, listen.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we have to understand also what pushes media, chat. And what pushes media is not critical thinking. Critical thinking does not push media. Fucking ignorance pushes media, chat. Propaganda pushes media. So we were already fighting an uphill battle, and we will be fighting an uphill battle for the duration of this election season. And that uphill battle just went from like a hill to like up fucking mountain Everest. I
just seen some person I knew story. It was like, I wasn't gonna drink tonight, but they done shot my boy. We drinking for Trump tonight, and it was a repost of some idiot's shit. I'm like, I didn't even know that you knew politics or cared, but you know, come out the woodwork. It's sad. It's true. I think that people don't. I feel like we don't have a scope of damage, right? Because the thing is, immediately, the thing that's being talked about is, this thing that happened to Trump. We don't even understand that if that nigga wins off the back of this, how many more people are going to be done way more greasy than he just was done. So people are going to use this to galvanize themselves to make a wrong decision, and then when we look around and other people are actually, like, dying or getting injured,
you know what, G-Long, that's a great point. G-Long, that's an amazing point. Honestly, you're right, bro. We do have to expose Trump for multiple felonies at this point just to get him not elected.
Wait a second.
Fucking hell,
Wait
bro.
A second.
Like, and this is what I'm saying, chat. We're genuinely fighting an uphill battle, like, of Mount Everest. Bro, 40 plus charges, convicted.
Bro, found liable of sexual assault in a case in which the judge said he raped her. Fucking found convicted of fucking of falsifying business records to pay hush money to a porn star. That's 2 instances of him having a weird case with a woman.
Why
then he's on Epstein list.
And he's on Epstein's list. And he's on the record saying, I was going to say, and he's on the record speaking highly of Epstein.
Nigga doesn't just have 3 weird cases like he got a parking ticket or some shit. He has 3 weird cases with women, and he's still... This was before he got shot at. And people still saying they gonna vote for him.
And it doesn't matter. No, and that's the thing, though.
Strong thing.
Hatred is such a strong thing, bro. I don't think people are grasping that. These women, especially, let's speak on the women that's gonna vote for Trump, right? A lot of these women are gonna vote for Trump because their husbands are gonna vote for Trump, right? But there's a vast majority of handful of women, right? That not only are they gonna vote for Trump because of their husband, but they're going to actually advocate for the nigga. And if you walked up to these women and asked them, hey, why are you gonna vote for Trump? They're gonna give you some bullshit thing. Then simultaneously, that next question should be, do you support women, or like even your daughter or something like that being sexually assaulted, or like say your daughter was like kidnapped and put on XYZ island and XYZ happened? Bro, do you understand that these women would look at you like like they probably like want to like get you like killed or like hit or like you know, they probably go call their husband on you if you just walked up to them and said some crazy shit like, yeah, like what if your daughter like yada 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 randomly. And these are the same women that are gonna vote for this man with convicted fucking cases of him doing weird case things around women, and on record saying that like younger women as well, which we have no idea what that means. Because of what, JJ?
Because they hate brown people, or they hate gay people, or they hate black people.
Like, we really got to talk about it, chat. We really got to talk about it, chat. And I will never forget years and years ago, back like 2016, I was not into politics realistically. But I remember, I will never forget years ago when I had a full-blown argument with like a person in my family it was a person in my family that was supporting Trump based off like this one church that was bigging him up. And I was saying how idiotic and ignorant that was, right? And I will never forget how much like criticism I got for knocking people's opinions back then. Mind you, at this point, Chad, I'm in like 7th grade, right? 8th grade. And I got so much criticism in my family for overstepping and always trying to change people's personal opinion. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Your personal opinion does not mean shit. Like in the case of what type of fruit you would like to eat today, your personal opinion matters. And you can hold on to that till the day you die. That is great. In the case of whether Donald J. Trump should be eligible for presidency, your opinion does not fucking matter. Period. And bro, if we can look through countless thousands of documents that substantiate the fact that your opinion don't matter, because Bronem is not fit for duty. If thousands of documents can substantiate those claims and you're still saying your opinion, you are ignorant. Period. You're ignorant. You're ignorant.
Like to it's my opinion, because they like to take it personal that you're like wrong or misinformed about something. You can take it personal all you want. Doesn't change the fact that you're still factually wrong. Like, you can like him, and I can't say,
oh, he's funny.
You can't. If you like him, I just hope you know that anything that you think you would never like or you would never want done to you, you're wrong, because you're voting by definition against your own interest. If you're anyone really besides a heterosexual, like,
white male. Yeah, white male.
Even then.
And even then, maybe like 1%. I was going to say, you have to be a heterosexual white male that's like completely and utterly rich, top 1% of earners. Those are the people that should be voted for Trump. For it to make sense. Yeah. No, those are genuinely people that should be voted for Trump.
You just bought lies from people who hate brown people in order for you to relieve the cognitive dissonance you feel when you think about the fact that you're voting for someone that said that they don't like people that look like you. So you have to make it so that, he didn't say that, and you have to use any fucking mental shortcut possible to make it so that he didn't say that, even though he did. So at that point, yeah, your opinion doesn't matter, because I'm taking something that actually happened, a fact about the nigga, I'm telling you a fact about the nigga, and you're doing a backflip in your brain to make it so that didn't actually happen, because it'd make you feel more comfortable. At that point, you're ignorant, and you're sad, and I don't care. Like,
that doesn't value his wife? Genuinely.
I've lost so much respect.
No one around Trump, no one around Trump benefits from him. Like 90% of the people he's around don't even benefit from him. The people he's employed don't benefit from him. Like, the people that comment on his media don't benefit from him damn near. Literally maybe 1% of the people that even report, hang around, associate with him benefit from him. Maybe 1%. The other 99 don't. And at that point, if you're still pushing this narrative that he is for you and you're going to vote for, then you're ignorant. Period. You are lost. And I feel sorry for you, bro. You're lost. Yeah. So yeah. That's my rant. me and JJ's rant. We have to watch how things unfold, chat. Oh, let's speak on this. So about this bullet that hit him. Hit him.
Yeah.
We will speak on this really quickly though, right? So this bullet that hit Trump, right? And we're gonna push that this bullet hit Trump from an AR, mind you, chat, and it hit AR. Let's look up here. Maybe you guys. I don't know if you guys know guns. Let's do AR bullet. Let's do an AR bullet, right? And obviously they can be, they can change, but these are like our standard like AR ammo. This is what that looks like. Chat. Mind you, it can go as small as this, but this is what that looks like. We haven't seen the gun, so we don't know exactly. Well, let's just give it a rough estimate. It was an AR, an assault rifle, chat, an assault rifle. So let's speak on this, right? Let's speak on this. This assault rifle apparently whizzed past him. He can hear the bullet whiz past him, and it didn't have to hit him directly. Okay, so this assault rifle whizzed past him and grazed his ear, right? Let's say this thing grazed his ear. So we're gonna we'll say it grazed his ear. Chat, we have to also understand. Let's look at the pictures. Maybe y'all didn't. Well, we can't look at the pictures because there's so much blood. But let's talk about an ear really quick. Let's look at your ear, chat. Look at your ear. This is the part that looked the most affected area, right up here, right at the top of his ear. If you get grazed by an assault rifle bullet, I am 90%. Let's run some tests. I don't know on some dummies. But I'm 90% sure, unless that bullet came within millimeters of you. Maybe it did, right? We don't know what the parameters of. I'm 90% sure, bro, it's blowing the top of your ear off. You know why? That's cartilage, chat.
The broader context of this being that there are two stories that are conflicting. Trump came out in his statement and was like, I was hit by this bullet. It hit the top part of my ear, and I was bleeding, and da-da-da. And then, like, a Secret Service agent came out an hour beforehand, and was like, there was someone hit, like, one of the bullets hit the glass teleprompter, and the glass, like, picked up and hit his ear. So it's either the glass hit his ear, which explains why he just kind of reacted like he got nicked or stung or bit by something, and then they told him to get down, or an AR-15 or an AR bullet, or
an AR-15 nicked you in the ear.
And he reacted like, huh? What?
And he said, damn. Oh, something just flew past me. An AR-15 bullet just flew past you like a fly. Now, like, and I would genuinely give the benefit of doubt if we were talking about a Glock or a handgun. Dog, an AR bullet doesn't fly past you and you react like, huh? Unless you're senile. Yeah. Unless you and Joe are on the same planet. Yeah. Other than that, this is what me and JJ are saying what happened. This is our take on it. We're saying that this bullet hit the teleprompter, the glass, the pieces ricocheted, everything kind of splattered, and we're saying that it hit some part of it. Hit a Glock does more tissue damage than a 5.56. G-Long. I think we're also not taking into account this reaction, right? We have to look at the reaction of him. An AR-15, an assault rifle bullet does not go past your ear. Mind you, he said it hit him. He said it was so close to him that he heard the bullet whiz past him. Now, right?
He felt it.
He felt it. Now, he felt it. He said he felt this thing go through his skin.
Yeah. So if that's the case, and that means that the bullet came within like half of whatever fucking millimeter, barely nicked him, and that's why the blood came through, whatever, and his ear was completely intact.
Then you're already. I was gonna say, then you're already lying because you didn't feel the.
You didn't feel the bullet rip through your skin. If it barely nicked you. That means like the side, the very outer side of the shell or whatever, barely grazed you in order to like make you bleed, but not do any like skin, like cartilage damage or blow off part of your ear. So you did not feel that.
G-Long, you said listen to anyone who's been shot. Okay, first of all, first of all, anyways, that's not the point, right? But listen to anyone who's been shot a lot, don't even know they've been hit. Listen to what I'm telling you. We're not talking about adrenaline. We're not saying that's not what happened. That's exactly. First of all, he said he knew exactly what happened the instant it happened, right? So those are his words. We can look at the tweet. JJ screenshot the tweet, so we can look at the tweet, right? Yeah. But he's not even. That's not the point. We're not talking about the adrenaline. We're talking about the fact, you're right, a lot of people do get shot and don't even realize they've gotten shot because the adrenaline, they're not even feeling the pain yet, it hasn't sunk in yet. What we're saying is, even if you don't even feel it, the adrenaline's there, you're not getting a paper cut on your ear from an AR bullet whizzing past. No, bro. No, bro. Mind you, his words are that he felt it go through his ear. So let's say he's not lying.
It's in a hangout.
It's in a hangout. Okay, cool. So let's say he's not lying, G-Long. Let's say he's not lying, and let's say he did feel something. Even if he felt something, that was not a bullet, because that bullet would have shattered the top of his ear. If it came anywhere close to his ear to the point where he felt as he felt something, that which noticeably, if you look in the video, he noticeably felt something, said, oh, grabbed it. It was not like he did not feel that bullet go through his ear, bro. You're not feeling an AR bullet just go through your ear and just like
barely like reacting. Like
bro, it's blowing the top of your ear off, G-Long. This is not like a nigga getting hit in the stomach. This is your right here, bro. This is the same ear. This is the same part of your ear, bro, that can be cut by like regular house scissors. Like it can be cut off by regular house scissors. It's not like a bone or something. This is like hard like muscle, bro. This is cartilage, bro. It can be cut by, bro. You can pierce through it with like a bobby pin, nigga. He did not get hit by an AR bullet and it just like slashed his ear like a paper cut. It didn't happen, bro. And if we're believing that happened, then bro, we're losing our minds. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. It is incredible that such an act... Bro. So it is incredible. Now, chat. Now it is in... Now, right? Because Trump got grazed, right? Let's say he did get grazed by this AR-15 bullet. It is now incredible that something like this can happen in a country that allows guns to 18-year-olds and does nothing to fuck about it. But when it's not incredible when the same country has an instance where 10 children die in a school. Now it's not incredible. It's not incredible enough for us to do anything about it. Don't politicize it. It has nothing to do with it. What we need to do is give the teachers guns so they can shoot back at these people.
I seen my homie Walter put it in perspective. Like, okay, why didn't we just give everyone in the fucking crowd attendants guns, right? Because it makes sense that if someone shoots the president,
what's up, Charlotte?
Pulls out their gun. If someone shoots at the president, then everyone pulls out their gun looking for who shot at the president, huh? It all of a sudden now looks like everyone shot at the president, huh? So who's gonna get shot now? Like, it's almost as though you created the exact climate in which something could happen like this in the country. And will they come out for gun control? No. Do you see why a lot of people don't feel a lot of sympathy right now? Like, you should never celebrate fucking political violence. Obviously horrible. But will I shed a tear? I'm gonna be honest, no.
No. Because did they shed a tear? Did they shed a tear, or even like? Or even if we brought up this,
Pelosi husband got fucking attacked.
Yeah, and they were making jokes about it.
Yeah, and they were making jokes about it. Crazy.
It's almost if it's the consequences of their own actions. The bullet would have pierced it.
No.
Wait a minute. The bullet would have pierced it, and ear isn't hard enough for the bullet to impact the same speed of AR bullet. It would not pierce it like a piercing gun. It would pierce it like something going at the velocity of 3,240 feet per second, G-Long. It would blow this nigga's ear clean off. I'm gonna be dead ass with you. Yeah. It would not be no little bit of blood, but bro, if you look at the man's ear, where we couldn't see the entire thing, but I'm not gonna lie, it looks like maybe the most he would need is some stitches. Bro, that's not but we're assuming it barely grazed him.
I feel like the most likely
if we assume
it hit a teleprompter And
okay, I was going to say,
flew up into his ear.
we're assuming it barely grazed him, not went through. Okay, so G-Long, you're right. If we're assuming it barely grazed him and it did not go through, then the president, then he's a liar, which we know he's a liar. But then his own words, he's lying. Can we agree to that? Is that what we can agree to? That he's lying his ass off because his own words, mind you, his own words was, hold on, let me keep reading. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place. So I realized then what was happening. God bless America. He just got shot in the ear and said, God bless America.
The stories are inconsistent. We don't know exactly what happened right now. All we know is that Secret Service, who was not in the middle of speaking, said that they saw bullets hit the teleprompter and then it hit his ear. And now he's saying he got shot and he felt the bullet ripping through his skin, which are two different accounts.
Basically, we have to just wait and see. I want to see like the report, because obviously the report will come out and see if he needed stitches, if his ears has a permanent indentation or something like that. Images of a gunshot wound to the ear look similar. Let me look at it. Gunshot.
You might want to look else.
Yeah, I am. Oh shit! It's literally blocked. On every blur, let me take the blur off. Fuck. They look similar? Are you losing your mind? What images are you looking at? These niggas' faces aren't on. Oh my god. I can't look at that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You looked it up on what? On Roblox? What are you talking? Look. What did you look it up on?
I'm looking at Trump's
JJ, go look at gunshot wound to the ear on Google. What are you looking at, G-Long? This nigga's face is ripped in half. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not looking at this. No, I'm closing out. I don't know what you looked at. Not the ones that's been shot through. What?
Yeah, his ear does not. His ear looks perfectly fine with the blood. It looks more like it was like a cut from glass or something that didn't actually disfigure his ear, as opposed to like a gun.
No. But we're not. But we're also not speaking on what bullet we're talking about. We're not talking about a 9mm, G-Long. We're talking about a AR-15.
The essence of what Matt was saying is that it's either that a glass nicked his ear, which would make more sense which would explain the bleeding, because when you get a paper cut, especially somewhere where there's as much like blood vessels or whatever as your ear, it can bleed very easily and a lot. So it's either something caused a lot of blood to happen in a way that his ear was not disfigured. Are we banking on an AR bullet pass just close enough to cause that much blood but not close enough to disfigure his ear? Or glass shrapnel hit him in a way that would not disfigure his ear but would cause a lot of blood? And especially when you consider it's his word versus the Secret Service's word, where it is him, so he's the one who got shot, so he might know better, but also he probably has an agenda to push, given that his fan base would be very riled up if the president himself, that they love, said, I got hit with a bullet, I took a
versus
bullet,
I got hit with glass.
Yeah.
Also, the glass statement would substantiate his claim of hearing the whizzing, considering the teleprompter is in front of him. If that bullet if that bullet was shot from behind the teleprompter, it could have went straight through the teleprompter and went right past him, or ricocheted off in a direction to where he could actually hear that whizzing. You're not telling me an AR-15 bullet grazed your ear? Not just close enough for you to hear the whizzing and feel it pierce through, but also not piercing enough to where it doesn't disfigure your ear at all, bro. It's blowing your ear off, bro. He can't see if it's a bullet or glass hit himself. Anyways, exactly. So we should be going.
Yeah.
more so what the Secret Service is saying and not the person that's sitting there. The same way in investigations, like for instance, Chad, I do certain stuff all the time at work, right? The same way the POI of a situation who was in the more adrenaline-filled situation might have a different perspective than someone who's actually outside looking into the situation. They might think it was a lot more riled up than it was because they were in a high intensity or high anxiety situation. You see what I'm saying? The chances of glass is way higher, but it could have been either, is all I'm saying. I'm going to be real with you. Let's agree to disagree, but there's no way in fucking hell a AR-15 bullet. That must have been the smallest AR-15 in the world, bro. There's no way a AR-15 bullet pierced this nigga's ear. But, or even grazed it, but I digress.
I don't think an AR-15 bullet gets close enough to you to cause that much bleeding.
But does not disfigure. No, bro. Yeah. No, bro. Because at the site of contact, it's at least, bro, we're talking about what is a graze, chat? It's not like it grazed his leg. If it grazed if it was a leg shot, then I understand that graze, chat. Because, bro, here, let's look. Say this is look at my arm, right? For bullets coming at me here, let me go full screen. My fault, right? For bullets coming at me like this, a graze, I understand that, bro. It might graze it, boom, split that skin open. That skin is gonna open like that, right? It's going to open outward. We're talking about an ear, so don't take this. Take this. Mind you, on a front, on this, I'm staring at the camera like this. That bullet is coming this way. Bro, if someone shoots me and that bullet is doing this, bro, it is not, like the ear is gone, bro. Thank you, sorry. Bro, that bullet is not doing this and sliding along the ear and no, at the site of contact, it's blowing my ear off. It's blowing my ear off, bro. Or at least it's going to be a fat ass hole or gash.
As if it touches, because keep in mind, like he said, a leg thing, right? And obviously, I don't have a degree in this shit, so I could just be waffling. But
yeah, we could be waffling.
If it grazes my ear, right? The things that are connected to my ear are not strong enough to withstand the shockwave of it piercing through the skin of my ear. So if it pierced through the skin of my ear, it's not like one chunk. Like one miniature chunk of skin off my ear is going to come off and that's going to be it and that's going to bleed from it. If it had to forcefully move my ear out of the way, then that means the shockwave of that happening is going to ripple through my ear much more than if it was in my leg or something.
And then we have to take into account
the cartilage of your ear would get fucking
would get eviscerated. The same way you can take a cheap Amazon. I seen gunshot wounds, bro. The only thing that blows up like that on soft tissue is a hollow point, bro. We're not saying it would blow up the ear on impact. We're saying, bro, I don't know how to really help you envision what I'm saying, bro. Take this for example. If a bullet hits the top part of your ear, if a bullet hit this part of that ear, right, mind you, it's not as flimsy as this, so it's not like it would bend the ear, bro. If a bullet is coming like this and hits this part of this ear, it's not going to be a paper cut that's bleeding downward. G-Long, there will be no corner of your ear, bro. It's not going to be there will be no corner of your ear. I'm not saying he will lose his whole ear and it would just explode like if it was an explosive. It's going to be an arc. There will be there ain't no corner of your ear there no more, bro. Period. And from the images, it does not seem to be any disfiguration of this man's ear. That's what we're saying. Send the picture so we can pull it on.
Don't put it on.
Oh yeah, because it's blood. It's not a big deal. I don't know why I'm arguing. Oh, it's a big deal. But I get what you're saying. It's I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm trying to help you genuinely understand what I'm saying. Because I understand how a bullet wound works, bro. I know people that have been shot. It is not like, oh, your leg getting blown off from one shot. No. But we're talking about an ear here. We're not talking about a leg. We're not talking about an arm. We're not talking about something with tissues, veins.
It could nick him. Yeah, it could nick him, and it wouldn't be the side of that nigga head explodes.
Yeah, no.
His ears do. No, but it would not be. It would not be like his ear looks exactly the same. I just sent Matt two side by side like pictures.
Where are we looking at?
His shape is in Hangout. The shape of his ear would be fucking cooked.
Yeah, bro. Like it genuinely looks like it. And also we also have to remember, chat. Hold on, look at this. Look at screen really quick, chat. Look at screen really quick. We also have to remember humans, right? Humans, your ear is not like this, chat. Your ear don't come out like this. So if I get grays right here on my ear is not gonna come out like this. It's gonna flow in the wind and then be done. No, Trump's ear is like this, chat, flat. So if a bullet is that close to do that amount of damage, it's nicking this part of his head as well, chat. It's going to nick that part of his head as well, and there was no significant damage to that area of his head. I wish I could show you these images, but this is what I'll do. I'll put the images in the I'm gonna put these side by side images. I'm about to leave this point. I'm gonna put these side by side images in our media, and you be the judge of what I'm talking about. Y'all can be the judge of what I'm talking about. Y'all let me know if this looks like an AR-15 bullet hit this man's ear.
Yeah, it looks. From what it looks like something nicked a corner and it was bleeding. But it doesn't look like any of his ear like missing or anything.
It looks like a glass cut, yeah, like, or even like maybe not even glass, but like just a shard of something was in his ear. That's what it looks like. That's what it does look like. But I digress, right? The fuck?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think the more cynical part of me is like that story that Secret Service says makes a little bit more sense, and I feel like Trump's willingness to be like, I got hit is like him immediately, and he did it like very soon after.
I haven't seen the high quality. Look in the media. There isn't any damage. That's what yes, G-Long. Yes, that's what we've been saying. The man's ear literally looks like it just got cut.
And I don't know I don't know like how soon after, if he was still in the hospital or not, but like he did go very soon after, apparently just getting almost hit in the head and losing his life, to being like, I'm so thankful for everything, and I got hit and this happened, I knew exactly what was going on. Like, I know we're in the age of social media, but it almost feels like he's like realizing what this means, which is exactly why he took the time to stop. Like, you can hear the mic right before they take him off stage. He's like, wait.
Fight.
Like,
we also genuinely,
like,
we're also not taking. Yeah, that's not possible. Exactly. We're also not taking into account what JJ stated here, as in, bro, he has about 8-9 people around him. If they realize the severity of this man getting hit in the ear with an AR-15 bullet, where it hit, listen, if they realize the severity of this man and say, okay, this man's ear is dangling off his head, chat, they're not letting this man sit there and fight. No, because you're about to be bleeding. You're bleeding, buddy, like badly, right? Yes, he was bleeding bad, but if a bullet if they see that, obviously these people are next to him. If they can tell that this man's ear is not that bad, that would also be a reason why they even allowed him to stand up there still in the first place. I guarantee you, honestly, in that moment, they didn't even recognize that it was a shooting, because they heard those sounds. They immediately ran to him. They saw the wound and said, okay, they probably said, okay, maybe it's not a shoot. That's how like normal his ear looks. It genuinely looks like he just got hit with something. Straight up.
So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like he was able to utilize the moment to be like, oh yeah, fight, because he realized that it sounded like gunshots or whatever. He got down, he was bleeding, so he probably just immediately was like, I got shot and they couldn't take me down, so he's like, fight, and then he goes to the hospital or whatever, and they're like, all right, cool, this is what happened, and he's like, yeah, I got hit by this bullet, and da-da-da. Again, he could have gotten hit with the shrapnel and then been like, yeah, I got hit, because he realizes that would mean that, like, he gets to say he took a bullet, and he will continue to say it, regardless of whether or not what comes out, regardless of what happens. What's gonna happen is he gonna get there. How much you want to bet a report's gonna come out being like, yeah, so it was glass shrapnel from the teleprompter. We're gonna see a picture of the teleprompter being like broken. He's like, yeah, that does track with the story. And then he's gonna be like, the doctors are part of the deep state trying to fake this thing and saying I didn't get shot. The real patriots know I got shot. I took a bullet for the country.
Like word for word.
See this shit.
Word for word.
I can see this shit from miles away.
You're scamming Logitech again. Ridiculous scammer.
Lord have mercy.
I guess it makes sense why they're trying to say it's a bullet. That story's a lot bigger. Exactly. The bigger deal is the big deal isn't even if he got hit or not. It's that someone got murdered collaterally by a political assassin attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the big thing, and that's the one.
And will they do anything?
Somebody was shooting.
And will they do anything about gun reform?
No.
Will they now do anything about gun reform, chat? No. You
And
know
then
why? Because the
understand
fact
about
that
it-
Trump did not get any damage sustained, it now completely disregards the actual situation. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now, if Trump would have got his ear blown off, I guarantee you laws are going in place. I promise you.
Nope. I still don't even think that. And the reason
I genuinely think that. Because I feel like it only would be a thing if something happens to him. Genuinely.
I still don't think that because A, a lot of these people take millions of dollars to not do anything about guns, but also B, I mean, it's not like it would be unheard of, but like they've done this whole thing where it's like just because one person does something with a gun doesn't mean that everyone has to do it. And it's like, yeah, even if you get shot with the gun, I still never understand that logic in that argument because it's like you would think that less people being able to have a gun makes it less likely that someone can shoot you with a gun. Like that it should be simple math. Like if you make it harder for somebody to get it, and you know that they know that that's the case because they start arguing against the concept of laws whenever you bring this up. They're like, well, someone's gonna break the law, so what's the point of it? What?
I appreciate the sub, Zone.
That's what every
Appreciate
law
you,
ever
gang.
created. You can't say that there's no point in having laws because somebody somewhere will break the law. Like, yeah, math means that if it's harder to get a gun, that it means more likely that or less likely that someone will have a gun, thus less likely that someone will use that gun, thus less likely that someone will shoot Trump with it. Like, that's just how it goes. But again, assuming that these niggas are rational, they would actually put some gun reform in place. It would be hypocritical, but they do it if they weren't being paid millions to not do that thing. And they still all support teachers getting guns. So I don't see, no lessons will be learned. Even if he didn't get damage done to him, you should think, that man was like a millimeter away from literally being dead. Maybe we do something about this. No. They're just going to use it to be like, Trump's a patriot, but then never realize the implications of what that means. He's a patriot because he almost got murdered by the guns that you guys defend, and he survived. So, it's assuming that these people have any thought in what goes behind the things that they believe, but it doesn't. So, we'll be here right again with us having more guns than people.
Yep. Zoom, I appreciate that. Follow. Big dog. Love you, big dog. Yeah, bro. So that's where we're at. I don't know, chat. Pray for us, bro. We had one shooting in 2019. Guns were removed guns were removed immediately. Jesus, that's crazy. New Zealand. Yeah. That's what we're at.
Happened in Australia. They had a really bad shooting in like 2001 or some shit, and then they said, "Yeah, nah, fam," and there hasn't been like a shooting since.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's where we're at, chat. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna move on. That's all we have to really say about it. We're gonna be waiting to see more stuff coming out. Obviously, when the stuff does come out, we'll talk about it on stream. So, yeah, thank you, JJ, for participating in that.